Welcome all to DeFi Crypto and Airdrops. I am Mike, aka Veteran Crypto, and this is Jeff, aka the Blockchain Report. How's it going, brother?
Doing great, doing great. Beautiful weekend. It's getting warm. The last few weeks of summer, so I know it's going to be hot, hot. And I'll be traveling to Austin, Texas next weekend, so I can try and get on one of my favorite comedy shows. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yeah, in
Nice.
front of millions of people, you'll hopefully get to see me not look like a fool. So
Oh, I'll definitely be watching. I don't know. I've always wanted to go out there ever since Joe Rogan started up that comedy Starship. I've been wanting to go check
hmm
it out. But yeah, what was that? Kill Tony that you're going to go on?
yeah, yeah, but there's like 200 something people that go and put their name in a hat. So they pick a name out of a hat and you get to do 60 seconds of stand up and then they do an interview with you afterwards. So the chances of getting picked are very slim, but some people get picked the first time, so it'll be interesting.
Nice, nice. Well,
How are
we'll
you?
be
How are
looking.
you doing up in the PNW? Enjoying
Oh,
the
doing
beautiful
good.
weather? The
Oh yeah.
critters?
No, it's like it's about 90 degrees in town. I went and did my grocery shopping today. And but here at the property it's maybe like 80, and then inside the cabin it's like maybe 70. So it's like super chill here. So yeah, it looks like Deadwood says it's almost
Deadwood.
100 degrees where he's at in Vancouver. That's got to be
Ooh.
muggy as shit over on the coast.
Oh yeah. Does it get pretty humid up there? Or is it just,
Well,
the
on
on the
the west coast where he's at in Vancouver, absolutely. I mean, you got the Puget Sound and all that stuff.
oh yeah.
But quick shout out to the chat. But while Jeff pulls up the
Oh
socials,
yeah.
we got Jay Mizzle, we got the Deadwood, we got Shaka
Mhm.
New and a Bob, new and
Shocking.
Bob, Fibonaccios, Mooks, and DeFi Crooks that are currently in the chat. If
There's
you're
Mizzle.
watching on X or on any of the other channels, jump on over here to DeFi Crypto and Airdrops on YouTube and join the
hmm
chat. We would love to answer questions and love interacting with the chat. So,
Yes, yes. Yeah. So I got the socials pulled up here. Like Mike said, if you want to join us on the live chat, come over to DeFi Crypto and Airdrops on YouTube. And you can catch me and Mike live every Monday and Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Mike also goes live a handful of times throughout the week. Wednesday and Friday about the same time. I think it's all about the same time. Or no, Thursdays 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern.
yeah,
And yeah, I'm
we're,
trying to
we're
figure out
we're
all
we're
the
all over the
Wednesday,
place.
Wednesday and Friday. There's DeFi Mastermind, all kinds of great stuff coming, and yeah, anything you need to know in the crypto space, traditional finance. He's even got a law expert that comes on. So and catch our brother channels if you need to know any kind of news, trading, technical analysis, degen takes, the hottest meme coins.
Yeah.
You can catch us on Twitter at _only_DCA. You can catch Mike at Veteran4Crypto and me at the BCR142. And we have our Discord, DeFi Crypto and Airdrops Discord. We got all great community with a lot of great channels with DeFi news, airdrop stuff, Vets tracking sheets so you can keep track of your liquidity pools and your ladder out strategy so you don't round trip your bags. And the Discover Investments group where they have a free chat with a bunch of great alpha, but they also have paid sections where you can get into more trading, portfolio tracking for everyone at the DeFi or Discover Investments group. So check that out. A lot of great alpha. Make that bag
So
and
so the
yeah.
times for the different shows, what I'll do is actually on our YouTube channel, on the different sections for the different channels, I'll actually add the time that we go live for each individual one.
Mm,
So like the DeFi crypto and airdrop this one, I'll put that it's Saturday and Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific. So
Sweet.
that should help out. So let's bring Miles up. I've been actually doing a little bit of pre-research on this one because this is a super early project, and full disclosure, not that you can rush out and buy the token; it's not out yet,
Mm-hmm.
and not that you can, rush and use this network yet. But be very careful with things like this. Just like on Uniswap, how they have oh shit, what were those called again? Those new smart contracts that you can add to your liquidity pool positions. Anyway,
Oh, I
um,
don't know.
so basically things like this you got to be careful because this project, what it is it's called Almanac. And it's an AI swarm. So it's a group of AIs that all specialize in different aspects of, of what it's trying to do. Actually, I'll pull it up real quick. So here, I'll share this. Do, 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 do.
Oh, you want me to swap over? Oh, there you
So
go.
so basically what it is it has different AIs that you can add to your custom AI. So you can have a coder, a debugger, a supervisor, a reviewer, a trader, and an AI that's a master at SDKs, a troubleshooter, one that just goes and crunches data, one that's a stock expert, one that's an expert in vaults, DeFi vaults, that one that does research, that will go and it will, like we do, and do research on a project and the team and investors, and so you can basically build out a custom AI that will save you the time of having to do it. Obviously, if you've seen us use Miles, you have to QC, with the way AI is right now, you have to QC the information that you get. You can't just take it at face value. But it's always getting better. So this is called an AI swarm. And with anything, when you're giving permissions to your wallet, because basically what you would end up doing is building out this AI assistant that's going to help you do DeFi. And then I watched a video on it. I'm not going to play it on here because I don't want to, YouTube to give us a strike for, playing other people's stuff. But it was the co-founder going through and showing how to build the AI. So if you want to find on YouTube that video, it's on the Almanac's profile. But he walks through how to build it out, and from watching that, you're giving permissions at some point. You don't have to, but at some point, if you want it to be fully automated and managing your positions for you, you're going to have to give it access to your wallet. I'm going to have to see some pretty robust security audits, and some pretty in-depth. They're going to have to build some trust. Let's put it that way. Before I'm just going to willy nilly, maybe with a small position, with a separate wallet, not my main one. And I
Yeah.
might try it out, but what I'm trying to say in a very long-winded way is be very careful. This is a potentially a very powerful tool and could be game changing. You very much, in a lot of ways, the looping we've been talking about and a lot of other advanced strategies, potentially, this could do those for you and do it better than you could, potentially. So this is very exciting. You can, 30, 40, 50x your yield, but you need to make sure that you're doing it safely. So with that, let's jump into it. So I'm going to bring Miles up and see what he's able to tell us right off the bat.
Hey, nice to connect with you again.
Hey, Miles, I'm live on the show right now with Jeff and the audience, and we're talking about Almanac, which is the agentic swarm AI for DeFi. Are you able to find any information on it?
Ah, got you. Let me pull that up. Almanak, right? Agentic
Almanak.
Swarm AI for
Almanak.
Got it. Thanks for the spelling. Okay, so it looks like Almanac is building an AI agent framework specifically tailored for DeFi, essentially letting users automate complex strategies. They're focused on giving these agents a sort of swarm intelligence by combining multiple AI models. Seems like they just closed a $3.5 million seed round led by Electric Capital. Anything specific you want me to dig into about it?
Yes. If could you dig into how the technology is supposed to work and potentially what partners do they currently have?
All right, diving in. So, from what I'm seeing, the core idea is that you build these Almanac agents using something they call skills. Those skills are basically pre-built modules for common DeFi actions, things like swapping tokens, providing liquidity, or even managing risk. You chain these together visually to create a strategy. The swarm part comes in because each agent isn't just relying on one AI model. It's pulling insights from multiple sources to make decisions. They're using a mix of large language models and more specialized AI for things like on-chain data analysis. It's kind of like having a team of analysts working together, but automated. As for partners, they've got some integrations already with key DeFi protocols. I see they're working with Yearn Finance, Aave, and Uniswap v3, letting agents interact directly with those platforms. They've also got a partnership with Gelato for off-chain execution, which I think handles automating the transactions. It looks like they're pretty focused on building within the existing DeFi ecosystem rather than trying to create something completely new. Does that make sense?
It does. What can you
Cool.
tell us about the team that's building it?
Okay, let's see. The founder and CEO is Matt Louie. Seems like he has a background in machine learning and previously worked at Meta. He also founded a previous project called Yearn Explorer, which unsurprisingly was focused on Yearn finance analytics. The CTO is Alex Berg, and he comes from a more traditional software engineering background. He's previously worked at companies like Palantir, so he definitely has experience building scalable systems. They've got a couple
Damn.
of other key engineers who have experience with blockchain development and AI, but it's still a relatively small team from what I can gather. They're backed by some pretty solid investors too. Electric Capital mentioned before, but also Placeholder and several angels with experience in the DeFi space. Seems like they've assembled a mix of AI expertise and DeFi knowledge, not just hype people.
All right. I appreciate it,
Everything
Miles.
all right?
We'll call on you if we need anything else. Appreciate it. Those of you that don't know, that's Miles, our AI co-host. So, what were you able to find, Jeff?
Yeah, I see their funding a little almost 8.5 million of funding this month from Hashkey Capital, Shima Capital, Delphi Labs, Bankless Ventures, and then they did an ICO just a few days, or I think it was the past few days, that raised 2.5 million. So they raised money there, and it looks like from their Twitter post recently about their season 1 points campaign. It was last month, I think. So they have a points campaign going on, I guess. I haven't participated in this.
Yeah, it's on Legion.
Yeah. Or their points campaign, I think, is you have to go on their website and do certain things, but we can explore that later. But their team, it says they've been in the space for 8 years. But I didn't see any specific team members mentioned. So that's why I was wondering if Miles had where he found the team from.
We can ask him here in a bit. I guess the name sounded right for the co-founder because he was the one that I watched the video on their YouTube channel. They only have the one video on. Like I said, this is super early on, so their social media presence is pretty minimal. Like their X account, they have 35,000 followers, which is no small amount.
Well, their
But
vaults, their TVL is over 31 million on their USD vault.
yeah,
So USDT has 2.5 million, but I did want to kind of piggyback off what you said earlier about testing it. If you do decide to test out stuff like this, use a fresh wallet. If it's new, if it's brand new, use a fresh wallet, please. Send some only enough that you're willing to lose and be okay with losing in case something does get hacked. You're not vulnerable to all of your funds, but yes, use something that is brand new and not all of your funds held inside. So just be safe. But there is the season 1 point system that is ending in the September 21st. So if you do decide to participate in that, this is stage 2, I guess, of the season 1. But we'll look into more of that later.
So if you want to look that up, Jeff, just to put your airdrop eyes on it, it's in their link tree on X. They have their link tree. It's it's the Legion. The Almanac pre-sale on Legion is live.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you have to KYC for that. And
Potentially,
it's
but we
yeah.
can take a look at it. Here in a bit.
ACN
So,
campaign.
what I did is I used AI to go through the white paper, and this is some of the stuff that I found. So, Almanac is a user-friendly DeFi platform that uses AI Swarm's team of specialized AI agents to help anyone build, test, optimize, and run financial strategies into code. It focuses on things like maximizing yields, managing assets, autonomous trading, and hedging risks, all secured, non-custodial way. All right, you keep control of your funds. Inspired by hedge funds and projects like BitTensor and Curve Finance, it creates a marketplace where curators or strategy builders connect with liquidity providers to share profits. Key perks: privacy options for strategies, verifiable code for safety, and compostable tokens that work in other DeFi. So Almanac's core swarm has 18 specialized agents. I've already kind of gone through those. Users can describe strategies in plain English or code in Python, and the swarm turns them into executable plans using tools like backtesting on real data and applications. Um, so it can provide liquidity, it can do arbitrage, point farm, or multi-chain trading. So it might be able to do airdrop. So it
Or at
might be
least
able to go out and find
track. Yeah.
airdrops for you. That'd be interesting.
That's and this is another thing is being able to back test historical data because trying to find that stuff is or at least pinpoint to have it analyze that data we've seen to be quite a pain in the ass.
Yes. Yes. So, well, and the key to that is, you can QC it and make sure that how accurate you can see how accurate it is because without being able to back test it, I mean you're kind of rolling the dice, and that's not something you want to do in DeFi. Let's see what else. It looks like who's building Almanac. It consists of crypto veterans with over 8 years experience. We went over that. Dusan Kovic is a board member, tech and investment pro with expertise in AI, digital assets, and enterprise solutions. Head of AI runs OX Agent Kitchen on X, emphasizing AI agent development. You want to look that up? OX Agent Kitchen.
OX Agent Kitchen.
Yeah, or 0x
or
agent
zero
kitchen.
X.
Yeah, like the first part of an Ethereum address. Core team includes
Ah,
3 main figures with strong backgrounds in blockchain game. Investors 8.45 million in August for a Series A round to boost AI DeFi features and growth, led by Delphi Labs and Hashkey Capital. Other investors include the Near Foundation, Bankless Venture Capital, AppWorks, Artemis, Matrix, Rockaway, Shima Capital, and Sparkle VC. So total funding so far is just shy of 10 million, including an early IDO and token launch phases. Tokenomics. All right. So this is a big thing. Tokenomics. So total supply is not fully detailed, but emissions start at 35% of tokens with yearly halving. Allocation, the team gets 15%, vested over 54 months with a 12-month cliff. VC investors get 15% with similar vesting. Man, little gnat. Advisors get 5%. Innovation and development get 20%. And emission, 35% for rewards. And community and legion rounds get 10%. So the utility of the token is stake for compute discounts on AI tools, governance voting, the VE token model to influence emissions, and bribes for directing AI traffic to protocols. What else do we got? That's probably the highlights. I mean, I got more, but what did you find
yeah,
with?
I got their agent kitchen. It's this cooking up crypto native AI. It's just their Twitter profile. I don't know if this is like an AI agent. Is that what this was supposed to be? The 0x agent kitchen?
No, it was
Or
one
is
of
it
the
actual?
one of the team. I think it's his account.
Okay, so it's an actual human account. Yeah, I mean they've been posting. Okay.
There's somebody in the chat called A AI Agent Swarm, AI Agent Swarm. So
Said yes.
so so I'm I'm wondering who that is. I'm wondering if that's somebody with Almanac or just somebody that's into AI agents.
I did pull up the Legion page and signed up with
Well,
my
pull that
email
up.
address.
Walk
Yeah,
us
I
through
got it
that.
pulled up right here. Um, so Legion opens the gates to high quality investments. I think it's a launch pad because I've seen other projects on here. So they have their sales, but you have to get the verification in order to participate in, I guess, these sales. So let me. So in this cookies.fun, I guess. So this is where you participate in the pre. Oh no, this is just the gateway to the whole pre-sale. So it shows the different token supply amount, and I guess you can become a sea snapper and earn whatever that is for rewards.
Well, it says
I
that
don't know. I haven't.
it says snaps on Legion. It says snaps and C snaps you earn, which can be redeemed as tokens.
Yeah, let me log in real quick and get this. Man, I hate having to sign in a million times when you're already signed in.
Oh yeah. So the
uh,
token sale says the round status is open. The target hard cap is 200 million or 2 million. Sorry.
So 200 million. Is that
Looks like
that's the hard cap? Like no
2
more than
million.
that?
It just says target. Their target is 2 million, and the hard cap is 2.5 million.
Okay.
So
On the next.
So
Yeah, I've never really participated in pre-sales like that, just because I never really felt the urge to jump in. I've heard so many horror stories, but I've also seen super early investors get, just rained on with money, but
fucker.
you never really know with some of this stuff.
Yeah, it's. I'm not a huge fan of getting in super early, unless it's a really cool project. Um,
Hmm.
I'd almost rather wait and see, and and then just kind of DeFi to build my bag, because this little gnat is gonna drive me nuts.
DeFi, was it Kruznik? I'll check on that if the project's on Kaito. Um, I never really know what projects are on Kaito or what, because it's so the whole yapping thing. Real quick is you talk about these projects on social media and create unique posts. Now they're making it to where it's a lot harder to get these yaps because people are gaming the system and spamming, and so they're making it more tailored to unique content and stuff that gets shared and commented on. But I I just don't. It's not my lane. I'll talk about stuff on social media, but I'm not going to be sitting there yapping about the same 12 projects every day. Just trying to get this social credit. I'll just make my videos and promote projects I believe in and just educate people. But yeah, I've
That's how I
kind of
felt.
taken a back seat to all the whole social, well, info-fi is what they call it.
Well, that's how I felt about with DAG. With Constellation
Mhm.
DAG is a great project. Don't get me wrong, but there was a promotion to where if like if you were going on social media and doing posts like you're talking about, that you are earning
Mhm.
like this DOR token and all these other tokens
The
that are
door
on.
token.
Yeah, and it just felt like it just felt, I don't know, to me it makes a project seem kind of sleazy, that that they're trying to hype it. It kind of gives the feeling of the project that shall not be named, um where everyone's just constantly hyping it on social media. And to me, if a project has legs, if it's a good solid project with a good solid team addressing a real use case, it doesn't need to be hyped.
Mm.
It should just be able to stand on its own. But
Yeah. Yeah. There's a need for stuff like that, but it's a tool, not a hammer. Everything's not a nail, and you're just not
yeah,
gonna hammer it into everybody. Like, you're gonna piss people off and say, I don't want to fucking follow them anymore. I'm not
well,
interested in this post. Not
well, and
interested in this post.
you get a bunch of people who don't get it, and they get on
Mm.
there and they just spam worthless ass posts, and just
Right.
flood social media with basically nothing. And so all people see is people spamming, like even with Plume, that G Plume that you see
Oh
everybody
yeah.
constantly spamming, and especially in the Discord. It's just like, just stop. It just you're giving the a very legitimate project a very bad name. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, we got on a
Oh,
rabbit trail.
here you go. The one-
I said the project that shall not be named, and you named it. Don't name it. If you,
Dun, dun, dun.
it's
DMX.
that's right. We need to get that you are banned button from Drew and Isaac.
You are banned.
You are
Yeah, I'm
banned.
looking at this and I don't see Almanac on Kaito, but I don't know if you find it on there. But yeah,
That's
and a lot of US residents can't KYC for half this stuff anyways, unless you have a Palau ID. Oh yeah.
yeah. No, it's a pain. Yeah, cover
Right
stuff
right
up.
here. So this is a Palau ID, and I'm a digital resident of Palau. And I can use this to KYC on exchanges. It's totally legal.
How did you
And
get
yeah,
that?
so I was watching Tom Crown one day. I was watching his stream, and he was talking about KYCing on exchanges and how he used this Palau ID, and uh, I paid like $300 to get the verification, and yeah, right here. So Palau has got Vitality, I guess. Oh, I think it's in Thai because of my VPN, but yeah, so there's it's pretty cool because I can KYC on pretty much any exchange. But yeah, this has saved me some airdrops. So if you're interested, jump in the Discord and I'll send you a what is it, the referral, because I think you get a discount too, like $50 off. But
So
could come in
speaking
handy.
of which, in the description of this episode and on our channel, we we have all the links for the discords and stuff like that. We also have the link for uh, DeFi University if you're wanting to an in-depth course on DeFi. Also, Metrics Finance is a great tool for tracking your portfolio with actual on-chain data. You can see how your portfolio is performing. But maybe we'll have to drop that link in there for the plow ID as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, here's the description. Just scroll down and all the links are right here. And yeah, that Palau ID would be good if anyone. I see some people in the chat talking about it. Yeah, Trader Jers, it does work. This is the second year I've had it. And yeah, I think you can get it for like 250, but I did an expedited shipment, so it ends up being an extra $50. And you can pay with crypto or your card. So
Oh yeah, I forgot that Metrics Finance link gets you 10% off. I wanted to make sure we put that out there. So I think I want to say it's like $40 a month or something like that for the tool, but well worth it. I actually use it myself. It basically lets you simulate. Like if you find a pool that you like, you can simulate the position and see how it will perform before you even get into it. So anybody that's
oh hell
you know,
yeah.
anybody that's dealt in liquidity pools knows that a lot of times, like you go to Uniswap or something like that, it really doesn't give you. I mean, it'll give you like past data and things like that, but like it won't tell you things like what potentially with the APR and stuff, how much you'll be making per day, per week, per year, all that kind of thing. And you can pull it up in Metrics Finance, and it'll actually tell you, with this much, if you deposit, put your deposit in, put some other data in, it will actually crunch the numbers for you and tell you, at this current APR, this or APY, this is what you're going to earn. So it's kind of a cool
Hell
tool.
yeah.
And then you can also look at for free. You can actually go and copy and paste your address into the search, and it will actually look at your wallet and tell you how your DeFi positions, even ones that you've closed that in the past, it will tell you how they performed if you were profitable or not. So super
Oh shit.
cool tool.
Damn. Yeah, they've been building that for 3-4 years now.
Yeah,
or
he's
so.
been building it for a while, and I know it's a pain in the ass because we've been trying to build one forever too.
Yeah.
I'll actually here,
Man,
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up real quick and show you
yeah.
because there's not a whole lot more to
No,
on
just this points farming if anyone's interested, but we can dive into that last because it's real quick.
yeah. Let me show this
I want to
real
see these
quick,
metrics.
but like I can go to track and you can see that it has my wallet in there and it will pull up. And this isn't all my positions. Like only Uniswap and I think Aerodrome. But you can see, these are my a couple of my positions that I have open right now, and I'm in profit. But you can go to all positions, and you can see, going all the way back. Like, I mean, a ton of positions that I've been in the past. Obviously, not all of them, but out of all of these positions, I've made almost $10,000. My P&L is about $1,700 versus HODL. For all of those positions, according to this, I've lost about $279. But again, this isn't all my positions. And then my average APR across all of them is 341%. So,
Damn.
so,
Okay,
so yeah, I mean,
just 341%.
yeah, yeah. So, like I said, it's a really cool tool to use. But you can come into here and you can simulate positions as well. So you can copy and paste the address for the pool, or you can just right here, like say that I want to check out. Here, let me go pull an address real quick.
Have you seen
So
this mamodrop.com? Traditional Patriot in the Discord was I haven't seen this mamodrop.com website. I think he's trying to catch a potential spam.
yeah, be careful with those. Anything claiming to give
Mm,
airdrops, always be real careful.
yeah.
So anyway, yeah, go ahead and jump into what you were wanting to cover real quick.
Yeah, let's no, I need to sign up for that too because I want to play around with some of the tools they got on there. Now, I'm not gonna connect my wallet to this yet either. But this isn't any testnet stuff. So right now, to participate in their campaign, they have USDC that you can deposit and farm points. Um, and when this started, so a little over a month ago is when it started, and it had 7 to 10 million deposited, and now there's over 30 million deposited. So it's ramping up, and there's vaults right here you can deposit into. Looks like it is on the Ethereum mainnet. So now the gas is pretty low. Yeah, pretty cheap. I know it was kind of that
Dude, it was like
was
30
a nice
40
steak dinner.
bucks. Dude, like
Yep.
last night, it was like 30 40 bucks when the markets were pumping.
Yeah, that's that's why I'm glad that I did move my plume off Ethereum mainnet because I'm just not
I'm
gonna be
st-
paying that shit.
I'm still having issues on Plume being able to do my spin.
Mm. Might have to clear your cache and all that jazz.
I don't know, but I lost
Different.
my streak.
Oh, set up a different browser. If you because sometimes I have to use Firefox instead of Brave, and I don't know, man. Some of these Web3 interfaces or dApps are such a pain in the ass. They have glitches and have trouble connecting, and
Hmm,
um, it's like, please, something work.
let's see.
So yeah, you can just deposit your USDC in some of these vaults. You got some pretty nice APY. So you get a certain number of points per day. Bonus APY is based on Almanak points earned. The additional APY uses a 90 million estimated fully diluted value for the Almanak token, which is not out yet. And you can, you have to log in to view all the other features, strategies. Actually, let me see. I'll just log in with this this test wallet that I have just to see these other options. So, okay, accept, sign your, okay, this strategies, oh, come on, there we go. Oh, you have to apply for whitelist, okay. So I guess that's not, nope, damn. Okay, even when you sign in, you have to apply for whitelist to access these other features. So I guess, oh, the Almanak's AI Kitchen, they have live demos, a Pendle RSI momentum momentum strategy for Pendle.
Nice.
Overbought, oversold signals, virtual Bollinger reversion, DGen MA crossover, Rep Bitcoin MACD crossover. Okay. So it looks like all kinds of different AI tools for trading, arbitrage, liquidity provisioning, automated looping, build leverage positions on lending protocols. Hey, maybe you can feed it your strategy. You guys feed AI, yeah. Oh man, what you and David were talking about, and Jake with the looping, maybe your home or like an asset, like a home, car, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Something crazy like advanced yield farming, derivatives and structured products. Okay, so and this is great to see a lot of this stuff being built out, because I know I was talking about this months ago. You know, having these AI agents or marketplaces that can help you form strategies and not just trading but DeFi, because you know a lot of people are still slow to get in Web3 and crypto because you do have to kind of own your finances. You own your keys. You got to manage everything pretty much yourself instead of having the bank, you know, be that intermediary. But having tools like this where you can just kind of almost set it and forget it, but just have AI or whatever manage it and you feel safe because you still own your keys, your crypto. You just have this agent that interfaces and helps you build your financial future without all the extra stress that you need or that you don't need.
exactly.
I love it. I love it.
Let's see.
I mean, and then you can just, you know, like those portfolio trackers, you know, they can integrate stuff like this, and it's AI's coming, man. I just hope they don't collab together and try and figure out ways to steal people's money. That would be crazy. You have a rogue AI agent that just starts fucking siphoning a little, what is it, Office Space, where it's like, we'll take a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a penny and they won't notice. And then a few days later, they're like $100,000.
Yeah, like millions of dollars.
God damn it, AI.
What the hell is going
What's
on?
happening?
Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out what's wrong with freaking the Plume portal and why freaking it's not working.
Oh, Stan, what do you mean by this is too good to be true? What did he
Oh, probably just
oh, the oh,
Probably just talking about how being able to have an AI that basically does your DeFi for you better than we'll be able to do
Mm.
it.
Let me see some of these comments. Man, we got a lot of people. Great seeing the chat.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
Deadwood, Plume, Binance. That was great news. Um, holy shit! What your brother was saying, man, when he got the fees that he collected.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Well, he's putting like 100 grand or 90 grand into freaking Plume, and so yeah, he was collecting like $30,000, a month or some shit. Yeah, no, Taylor it doesn't play around when it comes to money. It's like whenever he sees an opportunity, he seizes it.
Um, no, and that's it. That's all I have for this almanac. If you want to cover some of these questions, I know there's some DeFi stuff.
Well, go ahead and start bringing them up, and I'm happy to answer
Yeah.
them. I mean, we can always cut the episode a little bit short.
No. So what's your top Trader Jers? What's your top three DeFi projects that you're LPing right
Uh,
now?
that I'm LPing, KTA, Black, and Arrow are the three that I'm working
Mm.
right now to varying degrees. So the a lot of people, they kind of got fudded out on Black. I'm not saying that it's going to come back, but Arrow did the same thing. Those of you that have been in the community for a while, we were buying into Arrow all the way up to its all-time high, about $2.20, and then it took a massive dump it down to like 30 something cents. And there was a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people out there that were, throwing shade, saying, Arrow is, it was a rug, and all that. And me and a bunch of people in the community, we just kept buying and earning, and we're glad we did, because it came back. Black did a similar thing. It was up, I think around like a dollar something, and it took a dump, and it's
Mm-hmm.
sitting at like 30 something cents now.
34, 35.
Yeah, 34 cents. Just
Yeah.
very similar to what Arrow did. But the liquidity pool. I mean, I'm still making 417% on
Mm-hmm.
a full range liquidity pool. Not even a range
Mm-hmm.
position, a full range position. So I started out with about $800, and I have just shy of $1,500 now. So
With the price
but
being down.
with the price being down. So, if the
Yeah.
price goes back up, we're at 3 or 4 X's, then I'm going to have, 4 or 5, maybe 6 grand worth of Black.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that's, that's why you need to make sure that when you invest in these projects and open these pools, that you're doing it with projects that you have strong conviction in, that you've done your research, that you believe in the team, you believe in the tech, you believe in, the tokenomics, all those, things that we look at before we get into a project. So hope that answers your question. What else we got?
Yeah. Trader Joe's Black Hole's the reason why I'm back in DeFi again. He was in Camino and Drift on Solana, but didn't really get it. Those are lesser volume, right? I mean,
No, I mean, Drifts has some good volume. Like here, I'll pull up DeFi Llama real
Camino,
quick.
I know, but I guess Solana is not super hype with the DeFi stuff. Um,
It is, but it's a lot of it is just like with its main chain, is it's just a lot of it is memes.
oh yeah.
That's the problem.
If you're feeling like a lottery play.
Let me share my screen. So here's DeFi Llama. Oh man, something's up with DeFi Llama. It's
The
missing a lot of
Yama.
it's missing
Oh
a lot of
no.
its functionality.
Oh, they log you out.
I don't know. Oh yeah, because damn it.
Oh, the cash. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you got it.
cleared my cache. Never mind. Basically, a drift. At last I looked, had some decent volumes and stuff like that. But and Solana, Solana has a lot of volume, on its chain. So anytime you have volume, you have good fees. But I do not have a whole lot of experience, on that chain. Um, I The couple of times that I've used Solana, I really wasn't too excited about it. Base is kind of my go-to personally, just because of the abundance of great, what I feel are great projects on it, and the fees are low. It seems like it's always working. It never have any issues. The fees don't fluctuate a whole lot. When the network gets busy, it's just I'm intimately familiar with it. When it comes to the dexes, when it comes to the chain, when it comes to how to use it, it's just kind of my comfort zone. I'm always checking out other things, but it's definitely kind of where most of my focus is. Black hole on Avalanche, um, it's kind of the one off, just because I saw it being such a great opportunity. With the way that the pools have been earning for black holes, so that's kind of my 2 cents on that.
Have you used Yield Yak
I've
before?
heard of it. I believe it's like Beefy. I actually got all of
Okay.
my liquidity off of Beefy. I was earning, like, if I just looked at the APY and and what I earned, um, it looked like I was earning a ton of money, but my deposit just kept going down. And after doing a bunch of research, I was just getting killed with fees. Because
Mm.
it's an automation, and so every time that it's performing an automation, it's charging you a fee, and so it was just feeing me to death. So I mean, I just, even with making sometimes 1,000% APY, I was still losing money, and so I was just like, yeah, this is not for me.
No. Yeah. Oh, Fibonacci's. So Mamo, uh, it kind of redistributes your money into the best pools that are between Morpho and some others. I think Aave, right?
No.
Or
So
not Aave.
Mamo uses Moonwell, for the most
Moonwell.
part, the vaults on Moonwell. And what it does is it moves around your liquidity to maximize the yield that you earn. So
Hmm.
it's just an AI. It's non-custodial, so your funds aren't actually on Mamo. They're so yeah. I mean, that's definitely a plus. But and that's what it sounds like, potentially, that this almanac is going to be like, is it will be non-custodial, but um, you are giving it permission to manage your liquidity. So do with that
And it
as you
has
will.
more features. It has all the trading tools and stuff. The Mamo doesn't really have that. It's just
No,
specific to that one thing. Yeah.
Mamo is 100% for the beginner that doesn't know anything about DeFi but wants to DeFi. Almanac
Hmm.
seems to be more for the seasoned DeFi investor that is looking to go to the next level. Using these, the swarm. So basically piecing together their own, their own expert. Like, say they like to do their own research, but they don't want to have to manage their pools. They could build out an AI tool or an AI agent that would do nothing but manage the pools for them. Or
Hmm.
maybe they don't want to do the research; they want to manage the pools. There's basically you can build it out custom to perform whatever duties, automate the tasks that you don't want to do. If that's, you don't want to do anything, you can do that. you know Me personally, I think I'd want to be a little more involved, but to each their own.
Yeah. Stan likes Taylor's Moxie.
Yeah, Yeah, no, Taylor's definitely, if he's into something, he's all in.
Yeah, Sue has some good DeFi. Walrus protocol just did their second airdrop, I think, for Sue stakers or Walrus stakers. They've got a lot of good stuff. Yeah, Jay, doesn't matter if Black Tank, we all got airdrops.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the cool thing that we tried to incorporate here is taking some of this free airdrop, or not free, but I guess it is kind of free. If you're already investing your money anyways, like when we got the black hole airdrop, you didn't even know anything about it. You were just investing your money in other pools, and then you qualify and it's like, oh shit, I got this free airdrop. Let me turn this into more free money by using liquidity pools. So it's and I even before starting this show, I've been in the space for years, and it never clicked to me to how to take advantage of these DeFi pools and just the extent of what I could do with them. So, you exposing me to that, Mike, I appreciate it, because it's really changed my whole strategy and approach, especially with airdrops. So, moving this stuff into these liquidity pools and earning off of them, and just trying to use as little of my Web 2 money as possible. Just use OPM and other people's money.
No, for real. All right. Well, brother, I think that's it. I'm definitely needing to get on. I've let it go for a day or two, but this is really starting to bug me that my wallet isn't working on the Plume portal, and no matter what I try, I'm having issues accessing my assets, my Plume assets.
Yeah, hopefully it's. Man. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. We'll figure that out and see what's going on with. Come on, Plume.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, hey, I appreciate everybody. Jay, Mike Bennett, Stan, Fibonaccios, Deadwood, Trader Jers, and everybody else in the chat, and the couple hundred people watching out there on X. So, till next time, Betcha and Crypto out.
Peace.